Hello guys, today I want to show you how I care my tomatoes. Before that, please do subscribe to my channel and please click the bell button for more notification in the future. And yeah, and also please don't forget to click the like button. So now let's go to the greenhouse and I will show you how I care my tomatoes. So
So guys, first of all, this is how I water my tomato plants. As you all know, when I planted my tomatoes, I put a trench where I laid and buried the stems of the tomatoes. Now, as you can see, this is the purpose of it, especially in dry season. Um, where the soil is too dry or bone dry. Um, with this, you can be sure that the water will surely go to the roots of your plants, not only tomatoes, all kind of plants. And one thing more about watering tomatoes, I don't water my tomatoes in the afternoon because I don't want to attract fungi to grow um, in the soil or on the leaves of the tomatoes. Um, and that fungi will cause the tomato blight. And yeah, it's better to water in the morning so that in the evening the soil underneath your plants or tomatoes um, is already dried out. And I also don't spray my tomatoes on their leaves. The reason being is I don't want the spores of fungi to stick on the leaves of the tomatoes that you know blight is a fungi that kills your tomatoes. Yeah. If you yeah, most of you are familiar with the blight, um, because the spores of the the blight or blight fungi is of course it's in the air. And when the plant leaves are wet, especially tomatoes, potatoes and chilies, then those spores will gonna stick on your plant's leaves. And if that happens, it will kill your tomato plants unless you use fungicide. But prevention is better than cure because I don't want to use those chemicals. So guys, one thing that I must do um, for my tomatoes is to remove the side shoots. So I let the side shoots of this plant for you to see what I am talking about. Um, as you can see, here is the main stem and this is the leaves. And in the middle of stem and the leaves is the side shoots or water sprout. So I'm going to remove that later. But before that, I want to tell you that if you let these side shoots, they will of course going to produce flowers and fruits. But if you remove them, your tomato will going to produce um, big flower clusters. So but if you let those side shoots to grow, then your tomatoes will only produce small flower clusters. I'm going to show you what I mean at the end of this video. So as you can see here, the next flower cluster is too far. So I think if you want your tomatoes to produce lots of fruits, then I think you should remove the side shoots. I'm going to show you later a video clip what I mean if you remove the side shoots, so that for you to understand more about this removing the side shoots. Of course guys, the side shoots will also going to produce flower clusters, but believe me, believe you, they will smaller flower clusters, not like this. Look at that, it still continue producing flower buds. It will become bigger than, this cluster will become bigger than a plate or a big plate. Yeah, so as you can see here, there's a flower cluster there, but they will not become big flower clusters. They will just going to become small flower clusters. So anyways, so that's our plant, and that's one of my my technique of growing more tomatoes, not leaves. So these are going the to a glass of water, because if you want to grow more tomatoes, you can put the side shoots that you have had removed, and after 3 to 4 days, 5 days, it will grow roots, and then after 1 week, then you can plant it in the soil again. So as you can see here, I have a glass of water, but this glass is too shallow. I'm just going to put the side shoots here because I must to do something in the greenhouse. So for them not to wilt, they should put in the water, and of course also in the place where there is no direct sunlight. So a little bit more water. So I'm going to put here. There's no sunlight here anymore. So back to the greenhouse. So guys, this is not to force you, but I am just sharing my how I care my tomatoes. The next care that I do with my tomato plants is removing the leaves underneath at least 30 centimeters apart from the soil, or 1 feet apart, because this leaf will going to pick fungi on the soil, especially at night when the soil is moisty. Then if you got, or if you get the tomato fungi or blight on your tomato leaves, it will be rushed. It's just like, I don't know, Fast and Furious. Your tomatoes will gonna infected all over the place. So to avoid that, I always remove the leaves underneath, because my tomatoes are already big now. I can remove the leaves underneath. So also side shoots that I didn't see. I'm visiting the greenhouse every day. That is my routine every day after standing from the bed. So as you can see here, the leaves are still very near. So I let the leaves still because of this video for demonstration purposes. So but don't you worry, guys. As I've said, your plant will going to force to grow more leaves on the top of it if you remove those leaves underneath. So sometimes you might think, why is my tomato growth stunt, or it doesn't grow on the top, just because of the leaves underneath. Your tomato will become so lazy to produce more growth if you don't do this. And it is also good to your plant for not to catch tomato blight. So I'm just gonna let the leaves there. I'm going to put it in the garbage later. So I just want to remove all the unnecessary leaves here. So as you can see here, I'm removing even the small side shoots because we want our tomatoes to produce more big flower clusters. So removing the leaves, and then see you later, guys. And the next is I want to show you the root system of this tomato. Maybe some of you have seen my videos how I plant these tomatoes. Now let's see if the roots are grown on the stem of the tomato. See? Yes, it is. Look at this. They will become bigger. So to prove to you that this technique is very effective, these are the roots. And I don't want to show you the whole root system. At least I have shown you some of the roots, and maybe at the end of this season I'm going to pull out this plant, and then I'm going to show you the root system, how it looks like. So by this time, yeah, they are about maybe 90 or 1 meter long. So, and look at the flower clusters. Yeah, they will become bigger. So at the end of this video, not the end, maybe the next, I'm going to show you how it looks like. So guys, last thing that I want to show you is if you don't have lots of bees, then you can shake your tomato clusters like this so that it will gonna pollinate itself. So as you can see, there are lots of growing flower buds on the tip of that cluster. So yeah, that's what I do with my tomatoes for them to produce lots of tomatoes. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you like the video, and I hope you are all healthy and good, happy. And again, I'm Lauren. God bless you all. Bye.